Talkman Radio Show live. We are here. It is June 12th, 2020. We're back with some more fantasy football. Talking stuff. I gotta say, I can see my picture over here. I lost like 20 something pounds. Not like a day. I'd have to cut off an arm to do that. Probably a leg too. But yeah, I feel pretty good. Yeah, gotta say, I'm looking pretty good. Not bad. Not bad for 40 something years old. But like I said, we're here and we're gonna talk about boom or bust guys. I got a list. I got 3 each, booms and busts. Well, guys that I'm pushing up on my list: quarterbacks, running backs, and wide receivers. 3 each. Guys are moving up my list. Guys are moving down my list. We're also gonna get out there and try and find. I've just been too busy this week. I haven't had a chance to do anything except work. But this week and probably tomorrow, I'm gonna get out there and see if I can do find some magazines. It's the 12th. They should be out. So we're gonna find that out tomorrow, and I'm probably gonna bring my my phone, see if I can get some video on there. We'll show it to you next week. Talk to some old lady. You got fantasy football magazines in the middle of Walmart, like she knows the hell I'm talking about. Huh? What'd you say? Fantasy football. Patrick Mahomes. But I'd like to thank 12 Ounce Sports, 12 Ounce Sports Radio. Don't forget, you can follow 12 Ounce Sports on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube. You can also follow Talkman Radio on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. We're always looking for more follows, subscribers, all that good stuff. I'm going to take you to... This is the homepage, 12 Ounce Sports. 12OunceSportsRadio.com. This is the homepage. And as I tell you every week, the donate button at the bottom, if you're so inclined, and if you're still working, please consider donating. We it helps us out with equipment and things like that when we don't have a lot of stuff. But we're looking to get more stuff, and we have all this stuff down here. I'm pointing at it like you can see my hand. Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Instagram, even though I don't. Reddit. We have Reddit stuff. All this stuff. Consider joining and talking about it if you like any of the people on 12 Ounce Sports. You have a lot of guys on here that work hard, try to bring you sports. And don't forget the new T-shirts. The new T-shirts are out. Go check them out. So the rundown real quick. Let's get into that. We're gonna, like I said, we're doing quarterbacks, running backs, wide receivers, along with adverts. We're doing some advertising, and then we're gonna get into Talkman talks about role models this week. Role models, yeah. If there's any young people out there watching, we're gonna, this may illuminate you a little bit. And now I'm getting into something when I use my words like that. So, that's it. That's the start of the show. Let's freaking get into it, huh? All right. Quarterbacks. Now, oh my God, you want to see my... No, you don't want to see this. This is my draft from last year. What a joke. We're not going to get into that, though. Maybe we'll do this next week. I'll show you what happened last year in draft. What a shitty draft. Anyway, so my first boom quarterback. He's a little bit of a boom. I'm pushing him up. Where is he? This guy. Remember this guy? Russell Wilson. In terms of where I have him at number 2. Let's look at the stats, and we'll talk about why I have him at number 2. First off, love this. 16 games. All right, he's in there. You know he's going to be there. Love that stat. That is one of my favorite stats for a guy to have. He comes in there and he plays. Let's look at percentages. 66, 65, 61, 64, 68, 63, mid 60s. Fine. I'm totally fine with that. 8 yards per average. Yeah, okay. 31 and 5, 35 and 7, 34 and 11, 21 and 11. He dropped a little bit. There's always going to be down years. Hopefully this isn't it, but he's coming back. He's come back since there every other year except for 2014. He's been above 30. So you're pretty much locked in at 30 plus touchdowns. If you get points taken off for interceptions, you're fine there too. 5 last year, 7 the year before, 11 and 11, 8 the year before, 7 the year before that. He makes good decisions. He's gonna get you yards. He's gonna get you touchdowns. He's accurate with the ball, mid 60s. I mean, what else do you want? Oh, you want something else? Well, how about this? Another 3 touchdowns on the ground, 342 yards. Doesn't get hurt, and he runs the ball, and has proven he does not get hurt. He goes down before anybody hits him. You never get a shot on him. He's my number 2 quarterback this year. Now I'm going to show you where they have Barry has him at 6, Carabao has him at 5. These are the ESPN guys because we're using so many people use ESPN to draft, but to use they use ESPN for their league. Even though you can't draft with them now, I'm so over ESPN with all the bullshit that they do. But he's at number 6. I'm telling you, listen to me, don't listen to me. I just put the numbers out there for you. The guy's going to get you 30 touchdowns, roughly 3,800 yards when I average this out, high 30, almost 4,000 yards. He hit 4,000 yards last year, and he's going to get you yards on the ground. He gives you everything you want out of a quarterback. I'm taking him. He's my number 2 quarterback, and you're going to have guys jumping on Lamar Jackson, Patrick Mahomes, which is going to be your number 1 quarterback. But you're going to have the Lamar Jacksons out there. You can get this guy. You can get him early, and he's a top guy. The Kyler Murrays, the Dak Prescotts, the Deshaun Watsons, all these guys. I'm telling you, stick with Russell Wilson. He's a winner. He's already won a Super Bowl. He's proven it. I'm going with him as my number 2. You can get him. I'm flying with him. Anybody who's in my league who's watching this, probably taking notes. All right, he's going to take him. Not that I showed very much late. All right, I'm not going to say more. Bitch about last year. My number 2 quarterback that we're looking at pushing him up. Remember this guy? He used to play for the Patriots. I like Tom Brady this year, especially where he's looking at getting drafted. I'm going to go over the stats real quick, and we'll do it just the way we did it last, just the way I just did it. Same thing. We're going to do the same thing. 60%, a little bit of a down year last year in terms of accuracy. 60%, I think that's going to jump back up, especially bringing Gronk. He's always got his guys to throw to. So that's going to come up this year. They want to throw the ball over here. He's still at 4,000 yards. He's getting old. He's too old. He's doing 4,000 yards last year. He's old. The years before that, 65, 66, 67, 64, 64. Okay. And then he went down in 2013. He had a 60 year. Okay. But ever since then, 33, 36, 28, 32, 29, 24. New place, new face. I like when, especially a guy like, it's not like he's a bum. He's not Vinny Testaverde going there. He's freaking Tom Brady going there. I see the percentage going up. They're going to want to throw the ball because they can't really run the ball. What are you going to have? Vaughn back there with, who's the other guy they got in the backfield? Barber. I think those 2 guys are going to, at 1,600 yards rushing, they're going to be they're going to run through the tackles all game. No, they're going to throw the ball to all their 20 wide receivers they got out there. So I see the percentage going up. I see the yards going up. I see the average going up. 7.6, 7.9, 8.2, 7.6, 7.1. Okay, last year was just a down year. And he still had 24 touchdowns. He started out the season pretty good and then kind of fell off. I'd see it going right back up, getting back to the 30 touchdown barrier. And on top of that, you know he's not going to make too many mistakes if you're in a league where you take off for interceptions, where you lose points to that. 8, 11, 8, 2, 7. Come on. So, we got all that. You're not going to get any yards from him on the ground. That's just obvious. Don't worry. You don't have to worry about that one. So, Tom Brady, I had him. Let's see where I had him in the 9 range. So, let's see where they have. They have him in the 8 range, between 8 and 12. It's kind of, they've got him kind of in the average range. 9's kind of the average. They got Yates has him at 9, Barry has him at 8, Garrett has him at 7. So, they've got him around there. I guess I have him at 9, so I guess, that's where they're looking at him at the average. But I think, from what I just went over, you're looking at 30 touchdowns, over 4,000 yards. You could probably bump that up a little bit. And these are preliminary. Like I said, I kind of just ran through these. I got a little star next to him. You can move him up. You could probably move him up to, I don't know about top 5, but maybe right outside the top 5. And maybe inside the top 5 if he really, just goes bonkers, which he can. Why not? It's not like he's going to make big. The guy, Winston from last year had 5,000 yards passing. He couldn't make a good decision if you put it right here and throw it to this guy. That guy right there. Couldn't make a good decision to save his life. He had like 30 interceptions last year. Now you got a guy who makes the best decisions. So I think it's going to be fun to watch them down there. I think they're going to throw the ball all over the place. They love to throw the ball. I think it's going to be, team's going to have a good old time down there. I think when I revise this, he's probably going to be up a little higher, outside of any kind of injuries or anything like that. I think he'll probably be up a little higher, probably jump up ahead of Josh Allen. But we'll see. So here's my second guy to look for, a boom guy. My second boom guy. My third boom guy. A year late, or a year early, whatever you want. Yeah. A year later than expected. Baker Mayfield. Now, I think here's what he did. The first year he played, everybody remembers what happened. If you don't, I'll just run it by you. He was out the first 3 games, I think it was. He didn't play those games, and because they had Tyrod Taylor in there, just winging it in the backfield 11 times in a game. 9 for 11 for 88 yards in the first half. Yeah, just slinging it back there. And then they realized, okay, we got this number 1 pick back here. The team, Tyrod's not going to lead this team to any kind of playoff push or anything like that. Bring the kid in, see what happens. And as you can see, 27-14 happened. Not terrible. Not terrible at all. 63%, pretty good for a rookie. Not bad. 3,700 yards passing. 7.7 average. He played 14 games. Okay, looks pretty good. Now year 2, regression. Why did he regress, and why do I think he's going to bounce back this year? Well, I'll tell you. You can see the talent. It's not like, he stunk the joint up his first year and then came in the second year and stunk the joint up again. He was good, and then he stunk. Now, the reason, this is my, where I think the issue came with. expectations. Period. And there was expectations across the board from Cleveland, from the people, the media, from football fans, from everybody. And they went out and got Odell Beckham. Their defense was getting better. They got Nick Chubb. They have all these guys. They were. At the beginning, I remember at my draft last year, how many games Cleveland win? 12, 13. I'm like, what? We're not winning now. I was right about this. They weren't going to win that many games. Too many expectations, not enough time to gel and make a cohesive team. You need a team there. I mean, they got a bunch of good players, but it didn't seem like they were gelled. They put them all together. They were there for a week. All right, now go win 12 games. It doesn't work like that. Especially with all these new players, rookies and second-year guys, and guys coming from other teams to be superstars. It doesn't work that way. So that's part of it. The other part was every other commercial you saw had him in it. When are you practicing, buddy? If you're out there making commercials with your girlfriend and you're mowing the field and it's funny and it's cute, and then he gets sacked how many times? 40 times? Okay, that's what happens. Because you don't know what the hell you do. You're not studying. I'm not saying he stinks. Look at his first year. He did well. Second year, and you got to take into account. Okay, 31 other teams saw what you did your rookie year this year. They all saw that. Now you got these old guys sitting back there who've been setting up defenses for decades. Oh, okay. Well, I've seen what this kid can do. I've seen other guys do it. I've seen Tom Grogan do this kind of stuff. Not that I'm saying Baker Mayfield's Tom Grogan. But what I'm saying is they've seen all this shit. Okay, we're going to try this. See if he can adjust to that. And when they did, this happened. Get my point? But I think, number one, haven't seen so many commercials with him in it this season coming around. Who's making a commercial with the guy who threw 21 picks last year? So what they're doing is, they've laid off him a little bit, and now you have a good. I do like this coach that came in here. He was the only guy who stayed between like 3 coaching changes. The only guy who stayed in Minnesota. He's been there for like 14 years, and now he comes here. Now he's going to instill his offense philosophy here, and I think they're going to. All right. They're going to make it so that here's what you do. Here's how you do it. I'm going to teach you how to run this offense, and you're going to learn. No, you don't have anybody knocking down the door. Hey, come do videos with Playboy models and all that crap, whatever. I don't know if he's in videos with Playboy models, but you see my point. Not as many distractions this year. He can get back to throwing the ball. I mean, he's ready. He's averaging 3,800 yards. Why? Okay, only another 100 and. Last year, you only needed another 173 yards to get 4,000. 4,000. You're looking good at 4,000 yards in the passing league we have now. If he can bust this up to get it back to where it's 64%, you're looking fine. That'll drop this number down. Bring this number back up, and doing the same thing he did his rookie year, that'll put him in the top 10. Why not? 28 touchdowns. On top of that, he moves a little bit. 28 rushes, 141 yards, 3 touchdowns. So, interesting. Fumbles were... they didn't even have the touchdown, the catch he had. He had a touchdown catch his rookie year. So that's where... I have he's my third and final boom guy on my Preseason list, I have him at 13. Let's see what ESPN has him. 16, 14, 18, 18, 15, 19. So they've got him down to where from where I have him. Okay, maybe they're right. I kind of like the way he's. I don't think he liked the way his season worked out last year, so I think it's going to be him coming back big time. Now we do my bus. First bus, Carson Wentz. He's a pretty accurate quarterback. Still threw 4,000 yards last year. Played all 16 regular season games. Got hurt in the playoffs though, and he was out. 27-7, not bad. I don't like the injuries. I just don't like the injuries. He runs the ball a little bit. Maybe I don't think that's helpful, especially for a guy who does get hurt. He had 243 yards rushing last year. He's going to throw the ball. He's going to be pretty accurate. But I don't see them they didn't help him out enough. I mean, and rookie wide receivers aren't that great. You know, they don't, very rarely do you see rookie wide receivers come in and do what Odell Beckham did. Even A.J. Brown from last year. Mike Evans from his rookie year, the same class as Beckham Jr. Same thing. You don't see that very often. So, and I don't see Rieger coming in and doing that. You know, the Andy Reid tree does not have a good record of rookie quarterbacks, rookie wide receivers coming in and doing well. Does well with quarterbacks, does well with running backs. Wide receivers, not so much. So I don't see this kid coming in and doing what he's doing, all this great stuff he's supposed to do. I see people out there, they're going to go nuts this year. I see if anybody's going to have a good year this year on this team in terms of the wide receivers, Deshaun Jackson, if he stays healthy. Another guy. This whole team is ready to just, they're ready to go in the mash unit. I don't like a lot of these Eagles. I do like Miles Sanders, but if Wentz goes down, everything just falls apart. What do you do? Rely on Jalen Hurts to run your offense? I don't see it. So I'm fading on him. I have him at 12. Let's see where ESPN has him at. 11, 10. Okay, I got him at 12. So they're a little ahead of me, not much. And like I said, this is, it's preseason, it's very early. Hopefully I can find a magazine this week and really get the magazine stuff going on, because I love to look at those things. And I'll run through them. I'll run through the whole magazine with you on here if I can find one, but who knows? It's a little old lady wearing a Walmart ain't gonna know where the fancy football magazines are. Moving on. Kyler Murray. Just go to what I said about Baker Mayfield. Just transpose that over what I said and make it the opposite. Minus the fact that I haven't really seen a lot of commercials with Kyler Murray. They're not pushing him like they pushed Baker Mayfield when he came out. Not the same. But I still think, he had, and look at the numbers. Look at the numbers. Very similar. 3,700 yards, 20 touchdowns, 12 picks. Mayfield had a few more touchdowns than him. Sacked 48 times. Not a great quarterback rating. The saving grace for him, look at all the rushing yards. But that still doesn't translate to, it doesn't translate to Lamar Jackson. Him getting 1,200 yards, how many 10 touchdowns he had? That's a lot of rushing touchdowns. I see the same thing, looking at it from the opposite end. I see defensive coordinators saying, okay, this is what this guy looks like. This is what he does. Let's throw this at him. Let's throw this out. Let's mix him up this way. Let's see what we got going on here. Also, that defense is horrible, and he might have to push a little harder to get points. They're going to rely on him a little more. I don't think this offense is, it seems like it's a high-flying offense, and that's great and all, but I'm not thrilled with the coach. I mean, he never really showed me anything. I mean, I don't watch that much college, but his record wasn't that great in college. Put up a lot of yards, not really into yards in terms of in terms of how it translates to wins and losses. So he may blow up with the addition. I'm not going to just gloss over the addition of DeAndre Hopkins, but DeAndre Hopkins, he was great in Houston. Is he going to be great here? We don't know. We don't know what's going to happen here. Now he put up numbers with all kinds of crazy quarterbacks out there. They had the year Deshaun Watson got hurt. They had all kinds of quarterbacks in there, and he still did well. So it's not like he's going to come in here and put up 64 catches for 511 yards and 2 touchdowns. That's not going to happen unless he gets hurt. But I don't like how people just transpose, okay, now he's going to do the same thing he did over there, and that's going to help him out. It could. I don't see it happening, though, because defenses are now, okay, we've got a book on them, like I said. Once they get a book on you, you better know how to, turn some pages in that book. If not, you're going to end up doing what Baker Mayfield did last year. So I have him at 8. Where do you think ESPN has him at? 4-4-3-5-4. They've got him at 3. I don't see it. I think people are going to jump on him. You're going to get the rushing yards out of him, but I don't see too much. I don't see it. So moving on. Now I love Drew Brees in terms of what he can do on the football field. Guy's getting old now. And now, he's accurate with the football. That's not going to change. Played 11 games last year, still put up 27 touchdowns, 4 picks. Fantastic. He had 15 games last year, put up 32 touchdowns, 5. But the days of him going 16-6, you go back all this way. Here, 2005, 16 games. He missed a game in New Orleans in 2009. 16 games. 15, he missed a game in 2015. 16 games in 18, he missed a game. In 19, he missed 5 games. Is that going to trend downward? I don't know, but he is getting older. The freaking guy's 41 years old. Still accurate with the ball. Still has plenty of weapons. But what I don't like is, and you got to take it into account, you can call me crazy, and people have called me all kinds of crazy stuff, but I don't like where this whole craziness with what they're saying about him online after he came out and said what he said about the flag or whatever, and he made him apologize 42 times. Now I made a video about this years ago, and I'm going to return to it now. Just what I found here, I'm not going to do my own. Wife of an NFL player confirms Raiders offensive line deliberately allowed quarterback David Carr to get hit because he opposed anthem protests. Am I saying that's going to happen? I don't know. I'm not saying it's definitely going to happen, but that's pretty fucked up. And I remember when that happened, and I said, that's one, and I looked into it. They were one of the best offensive lines in the league. They let him get hurt because they had a beef with him about the flag. Now this shit's coming back around again for this season. The guy's 41 years old. You know, tough guy, but you got 300-pound guys coming after you. Racial divides, blah, blah, blah. Miko Grimes' wife, NFL cornerback Brent Grimes, recently appeared on Revolt TV. During that appearance, she shared a story about how the Oakland Raiders offensive line deliberately allowed quarterback David Carr to get hit and eventually injured during the Week 3 matchup against the Washington Redskins. Now, who the hell's Miko Grimes? I don't know. Brent Grimes, what does she know about any of this? But they do make a good point about it. They were one of the best offensive lines in the league. And then he said, you know, I'm going to stand for the flag. Oh, okay. Now he's sacked 6 times or 4 times or whatever it was. The Redskins. What? Now, their offensive line is really, really good. So I don't see this being an issue. Number 2. They were rated number 2. We took things that this is to determine how good the lines are. We took things a step further. They went over that, and now they're telling you this. Offensive line that performed above average. Both quarterbacks of a dozen teams in the NFL passed the test in both categories, achieving an adjusted sack rate of lower than 7%, as well as adjusted line yards. Average 2. Here's how the first list shook out, ranked by an average of each team's placement in the 2 metrics. I can't speak. Dallas Cowboys, everybody knows that they're just a really good team. Really good offensive line, even though they're missing Travis Frederick now. I think he's retired. New Orleans right after him. Oakland still. They're still number 3. Baltimore, New England, blah, blah, blah. So with that being said, I'm going to fade a little on Drew Brees. He's getting older. He's getting hurt. His outspokenness may get him in trouble with his teammates. I'm not going to take a chance. I have him at 10. They have him at 10 too. We could change that from here and there. So I'm going to start speeding this up. I do tend to talk a lot. I am talk man. So I'm going to speed this up. But before I speed anything up, before I go anywhere with you guys, we're going to go here. We're going to go to MyBookie. Yay! MyBookie is the best online sports gambling site around. The best. They have up-to-the-minute odds for college, pro games, and live racing, and games are coming back. Live racing from all over the country. MyBookie has an online casino for you to play at, including some of the most beautiful live dealers you've ever seen. Go to MyBookie and use the promo code 12OunceSports. That's 12OZ Sports for deposit bonus up to $1,000. It's like having a casino in the comfort of your own home. Just hang out, play, you clean up. You won't be disappointed, I guarantee you that. MyBookie is the place you want to be. Go check out MyBookie and don't forget to use the promo code 12OunceSports, 12OZ Sports for a deposit bonus up to $1,000. That's what's up. Now we're getting into running backs. This is my favorite running back. He's made out of freaking iron and he's fast as shit. So I mean, the only reason he's not number 1 is because Christian McCaffrey's in the league. And I play PPR leagues just like a lot of people do. So that's how that works out. But over the last couple of years, 4.5, 4.7, 4.1 in the year where he wasn't really into it. You could tell he wasn't into it. He was going to get suspended. He knew he was going to get suspended. He was going in and out of court trying not to get suspended, but he did. And he still averaged 4.1. Rookie year, 5.1. 12 touchdowns, 6 touchdowns, a little down year last year. Did he have 12 touchdowns? Is that a misprint? I don't remember him having that many touchdowns. Maybe he did towards the end of the year. I had him, but I didn't make it past 13 weeks. 15 touchdowns first year. So he's a touchdown guy, yards guy, gets everything you want. Everything you want. He's made out of freaking bricks, too. The year before, 2018, when I had him, 77 yards, 77 catches, very good. Last year, that dropped a little bit to 54, which is 54 points instead of 77 points. And of course, his yardage dropped as well. Still got you 2 touchdowns through the air. So not bad. 14 touchdowns, 1,800 yards, total yards. Not bad. Not bad. He's my number 2 guy. Let's see where these guys have him. We're going to go to running backs now. I cannot stand ESPN. ESPN is the worst. They're the worst at everything. They're the worst at freaking life. But we use them a lot, so I figured just see what their projections are. Now I know they're gonna start talking. Ezekiel Elliott, 4.3, 3.43. They got Dalvin Cook ahead of him. We're gonna be talking about him. Come on. I'm ready to pause it. Yeah, man, there we go. Knew that was coming. Number 2 on the list. Devin Singletary. I really like Devin Singletary. I had him last year. He had some big games. He can catch the ball. Now, here's what I really like. In spot duty. This was spot duty. This wasn't even like, Frank Gore was the main guy. I'm pretty sure he had at least 151 attempts. I could be wrong, but didn't get 5.1 yards. 5.1. You want 4. You want above 4 yards. This guy got an extra yard. Didn't get the touchdowns. I think that'll come this year. Their running back stable, not that great. But here's another little caveat. On top of that, he missed 4 freaking games. If he would have played the whole season, he might have had 1,000 yards. Come off the bench. What? 29 receptions and 2 touchdowns. Added on to the 2 touchdowns. Add in the touchdowns. He's going to be the number 1 guy. This guy's going to be a top 10 guy. I think he's going to be a top 10 guy. I have him. He could be a top 10 guy. As long as he doesn't get hurt. He did get hurt last year. That's why I dropped him a little bit. I've got him at 18, but that could go up. That probably will go up. We'll see how it works out. He doesn't have much. Here's the depth chart. Singletary, Zach Moss, rookie. T.J. Yeldon, never done anything. He's the third. He's the backup third down back. He catches the ball. That's his thing. And Tywan Jones, who? Exactly. So outside of Zach Moss, I don't see too much trouble there. And Zach Moss is a rookie. You don't even know what he's going to do yet. He's going to be the bulldozer at 233 pounds, I think he is, to Devin Singletary's number 1 guy, all-around guy. I have him at 18, but I'm probably going to move that up when we get into it. They have him at 21, 24, 19, 21, 21. He can make a huge jump this year, and I think he will. So that is my second guy. My third running back that I'm pushing. Leonard Fournette. Now, they've been talking about trading this guy, all kinds of. They can't wait to get rid of this guy. Can't wait. But he had the best average yards per carry that he's had in his whole career. Granted, his career's only 3 years old. He had 4.4 yards per carry. Not bad. 11 the most yards, most yardage, 1152. Touchdowns way down. But I think being the guy that, all right, we'll get rid of you, we don't want you, just go screw yourself, blah, blah, blah. You know what? All right, now give me the ball. I'm going to go start scoring some touchdowns. I think this number's going to go up. Maybe he can get back to 9. Maybe he can get double digits. If he can, he's a number 1 running back. And you're probably going to be able to get him at number 2. Another point I'd like to make, what's up with this? What's up with 76 receptions? Who saw that one coming after 22 and 36? Now, is he going to stay healthy? Hope so. If not, then he's going to hasten his way out the door. So I think his health is going to be, pretty high on his mind. So I like Leonard Fournette this year. I have him at, especially with his newfound ability to catch the ball, I have him right behind Devin Singletary. They have him at 13. But with a Q next to him, one guy has him at 21. They kind of like him. Barry doesn't like him. But 16, 10, 13, wow, I'm surprised. I'm very surprised. Okay. So they have him up pretty high too. So that's my boom guys. Now let's go to the bust guys. So what do you think Kamal and King Kong Bundy got to say about it? Well, we're going to find out. Neither one of those guys are bust. And Barry over the shoulder. We're rolling here. We're still rolling. We got 20 minutes left. We can make this work. Our bust guy. Now, when I say bust, I mean I'm not as high on him as everybody else is. I'm definitely not as high on Cook as everyone else is, despite the fact that he blew my doors off twice last year. Just blew me away. I do like the average. I mean, he's 4.8, 4.6, 4.5. Yeah, that's really, really good. I like that. He proved that he can get into the end zone. 13 touchdowns last year. After 11 games with 2 and 4 games with 2. Really coming out, really showing his potential. Can catch the ball as well. Played 11 games, had 40 catches. Played 14 games, had 53 catches, 519 yards. No touchdowns. That's not great. But I think that, he'll get that. Here's my issue. 4, 11, 14. Always missing games. Always missing games. And he played 11 games and had 615 yards. That's playing games when you're hurt, and he does not play games well when he's hurt. So that is such a no-no for me. Oh, I'll play. Okay, I'll get four carries for 8 yards. I don't feel like playing no more. Fuck you. Get out there if you can play. If you can't play, sit on the bench and get healthy. But no, you want to go out there and play. Fuck that shit. I hate that. I freaking hate that. So that's injury prone, and then I want to play when I'm hurt and then not do anything. So you're gonna start him, put him in your lineup, and then you got to deal with that nonsense. Nah, I'm not a big fan of that. So I'm fading on him. I got him at. I still got him at 7. And they got him at 3. 3, 4, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Nah, not like it. Next on the list, I gotta move through this a little faster. I'm just talking. Mark Ingram. Good year, 5 yards per carry. Not a lot of attempts though. I mean, he got you 1,000 yards. That's 67 yards a game. Got you double-digit touchdowns. Not too big in the reception area though. I mean, they used him way more in New Orleans. 58 for 416, 46, 50. He did just fine over there, but they were not throwing the ball to him that much. Is that going to improve? I don't know. That would help. But not only that, they're just not using him that much. 202. I don't want my number one running back to be getting 200 attempts. 200 attempts is what, 15 attempts a game? Something like that. That's not much. Quick, man, forget. It doesn't even matter. It's not a lot. It's definitely not 20. So out of my number one guy, I mean, granted, he got you 5 yards, and they have a great offensive line over there. He got you double-digit touchdowns, but I'm fading on because they keep drafting running backs. He's getting older. He had a good year last year, but I'm not seeing it. I've got him at. Do I have him on my fucking board? I've got him in the teens. Where do they have him? Wow. Okay. I've got him in teens. They have him in the 20s. And the freaking late 20s. Wow. Okay, these guys are on top. These guys like him even less than I do. Mark Ingram from Baltimore. 1,000-yard rusher. They got him at 20. Average of 24, 22, 29, 22, 26, and 24. Okay. I thought I didn't like him. They like him even less. Did not see that coming. My third running back, Austin Eckler, not a big fan. Here's why. I mean, now, 2017, 5.5. 2018, 5.2. Okay, you're the guy because the other guy was out. Remember, Melvin Gordon didn't play. You're the guy, 4.2. And that probably would have went down if he would have played the whole season. On top of that, you're not going to get the ball in the end zone near the end zone when you get 3 yards. You can't get in the end zone at the goal line. Yeah, this should be if he's the number one running back, this should still be above 4.5, and it went down to 4.2. And I think if Melvin Gordon would not have come back, he would have ended up probably in the around that number or a little less. That's fine, but that's not a number one running back, in my opinion, especially with the touchdowns. His saving grace, though, 92 catches. Okay. Is he going to put up 92 catches again? Probably not. I don't see that happening. Number one, you got two new quarterbacks. Not just one, you got two new quarterbacks you're going to deal with. Neither one of them are going to throw the balls as prolifically as Philip Rivers did. I mean, he made bad decisions, but he could chuck the ball around. Tyrod Taylor, we've already seen what he does. He does 9 for 11 for 81 yards and a half. Maybe if he has a good game and he bombs on, maybe you get 200 yards a game out of him. And then they're going to bring in Herbert, and then they're going to start throwing the ball around a little more. But who knows? You got an unknown quantity back there in Herbert. He's probably going to check down a lot, so you're probably going to see the receptions not hit 92, but still be pretty good. But they're going to be lining up. Okay, if he's in the backfield, they're going to be lining up with 8 in the box against this guy. Yeah, go ahead and beat us, Herbert. We'll stop this guy. So this is probably going to go down. And, I'm not seeing it. I've got him at 11, and I'll tell you the truth, that's going to go down. They've got him at 7. 7, 6, 8, 9, 8. Nah, I'm not buying it. Let's go before we do wide receivers. Zingo TV. Check out Zingo TV. It's free. If it comes up on my screen, it's free. Please use the promo code 12OZ, 12 ounce. It really helps us out. Check it out, 12 Ounce Sports on channel 761. Plus, they have other actual sports channels you can check out, music channels, bunch of other stuff too. Go check it out. It's free, like I said. Please sign up and use the promo code 12 ounce. And check it out. See if there's stuff on there you like. Zingo TV. 855 Zingo TV. That's 855-946-4688. Or email info@zingotv.com. It's free, and it's free TV. My wide receivers now, I'm big on it. Adam Thielen. He did get hurt last year, but before that, he did not get hurt, so I'm not calling him injury prone. I don't like, he put up just a bad year last year, but still had 6 touchdowns. 1 out of every 5 catches he had, 1 for a touchdown. What's up with that? I see him somewhere in between these two numbers, his 2018-2017 season. Somewhere in maybe the 90 to 100 yard catch range and 1,300 yards. Probably close to 10 touchdowns. If he doesn't get hurt, I don't think he's an injury-prone guy. I think last year was just a bad year. And I think, Diggs is gone. We're going to be throwing the ball more to him. You're going to be getting more targets. You've got a rookie on the other side that you're going to have to help develop. I see him being the main guy here, and he could be huge, just huge. So that's what I think of him. I've got him at 5. Let's see where they have him as their wide receiver spot. I got 11 minutes left. I gotta fucking fly through this. I got 6 guys to go. Adam Thielen, 11, 12, 13, 10, 5, 11. They got him at 11. I got him at 5. I'm saying I'm going high on him. I like Adam Thielen. Who else do I like? I didn't like this guy last year. It's an idiot I am. But I should
based off of his landing spot and ability.
All right, Barry.
I'm gonna go Henry Ruggs here. I have a wide receiver.
This guy's going Henry Ruggs. Yo, fuck where he's going. I was not big on him last year. I'm growing to like him a lot more. 98 for 1147 and 7 touchdowns last year. pretty good. I think he can do that again, which is definitely wide receiver 2 territory. Closing in on wide receiver 1 territory. He got hurt. He came back. They signed him. They gave him money. He got himself back. 55 catches with a rookie quarterback last year. With a quarterback who didn't know what the hell he was doing. Big regression last year. Still had 100 catches just about. 1147 for 11 yards, 11 average, and 7 touchdowns. Not bad for a guy who's got to teach the quarterback how to freaking do his job. I have him at 10. They have him at 12, 9, 12, 16, 12, and 11. They've got him a little behind me. Okay, we're fine with that. My third, boom, DK Metcalf. Like I said, I like Russell Wilson a lot. So we're going to go with DK Metcalf making a big, I think this is going to be a huge jump for him. 58 for 907 TDs. I think you can get him, you can probably get him in the 4th, 5th round. I think other people are going to be, everybody saw the playoff game where he went nuts. 900 yards, 15 yards. Just you take a couple of yards off of that and add 20 catches, you're looking at the number 1 wide receiver there. So I like him. I like his quarterback. His quarterback's going to be good. His quarterback's going to be there to throw him the ball. You got to like that. They have DK Metcalf. And, boy, do they even have him on the freaking list? There he is, 29. I've got him at 17. So I'm big on DK Metcalf. We'll see what the book says about him, but I like DK Metcalf. Those are my 3 booms, my busts. Like I said, you got the quarterback wide receiver dynamic is there's a lot to go there. DeAndre Hopkins, not saying he's going to stink like I said before, but I think these numbers are all going to drop. We're looking at, maybe closer to this kind of number. Like I said, Kyler Murray he does run out of the pocket and makes plays with his legs, which takes away plays that could go to DeAndre Hopkins. I'm just not big on him this year. These numbers are going to go down. I think you're looking. He's going to play most likely all 16 games unless he gets hurt, but he can't really predict injuries unless guys are injury prone. I see him somewhere in the 7 touchdown range, and I'm looking at something like this. I don't see him doing the same thing. He could do the same thing. I don't see it. I think the change in scenery is not going to be to his benefit going to a second-year quarterback who still has a learning curve that he's got to overcome. I have him at 7. I have him at 2. Not buying. DJ Chark is my other guy I'm not feeling. And I'm going to show you why. Let's look at the logs. Week 1, big game. Week 2, big game. Touchdown. 3 touchdowns the first 3 weeks. That's huge. And then after 5 weeks, you had 5 with that big game. But then you start seeing it kind of, 0, 0, 353, 343. Here's another big game against the Jets. 6 for 79 with a touchdown. 4 for 32, 8 for 104 for 2 touchdowns. Now, I like the multiple touchdown games. I don't like these 2 for 47 games. I don't like the volume. He does not get the volume that I'm looking for as a number 1 guy. People are going to take him pretty high. I've got him at... Do I even have him on? I've got him on there. Okay. Well, let's see where they have him. I don't have him in my top 20. They've got him in DJ Chark as 23. I don't know if that's where I'd have him. Maybe down a little more. Never liked this guy. Never liked him. Devontae Parker. He had a couple big games at the end of the year, boosted all his numbers. Not big on him. I don't see him as a guy who's going to do this 72 for 12 and 9, where the year before was 24, 57, getting hurt, 26. It's too much getting hurt and too much, not enough production for me. This is just a guy who did well this year and let somebody else take him next year. They've got Devontae Parker at survey says 26. Even they know that that's bullshit. Even these yahoos know that's bullshit. So that's all I can say about that. We are just about out of time. I am going to push the t-shirts. Don't forget our t-shirts for 12 Ounce Sports. Go check it out. Find us on Twitter. You'll find the t-shirts there. And we do a quick Talk Man Talk section about role models. First, we're going to talk about BiscottiGourmet.com. Biscotti Gourmet offers a new take on an old Italian tradition, a soft-baked mini biscotti. I always run out of time on the show. With many delightful flavors. Lemon's my favorite. It just is. It's got this goo on top. It's so good. Go to BiscottiGourmet.com and use the promo code TALKMAN for 20% off your order. Any flavor is a wonderful compliment with your coffee in the morning or as a guilty pleasure treat. BiscottiGourmet.com. Let's get into role models. Charles Barkley had it right.
I am not a role model. I'm not paid to be a role model.
It's not. It's paid for that.
I'm paid to wreak havoc on the basketball
Yeah.
court. Parents should be role models. Just because I dunk a basketball doesn't mean I should raise your kids.
Absolutely right. Old Charles Barkley. And I don't agree with everything he says. But nowadays, with all social media and crap, you've got these athletes out there that embrace this stuff. And are they really pushing like the things that you want to push on your kids? Or anybody? Do you want to be like these people? Here's one of my favorite examples. And I always put this up. You fuck there. Come on. We can go back. This guy loves to throw out these Illuminati signs. Does anybody know what the Illuminati really is? It's all bull. First off, the Illuminati will throw this guy out immediately. I've done some research on this. The Illuminati it's not really Illuminati. They really don't have names for it. But this guy, with all this triangle bullshit and all this is all bullshit. And he said, oh, no, I'm helping the kids out. Don't trust these guys. With the little triangle thing, this is all bullshit. He's one of these guys. He's full of shit. These celebrities and all this crap. I wish this thing would move a little faster. I got a little over a minute left. Let's see if we can bang these out. Beyonce, she's full of shit. All these people, they all do the same thing. They all do this triangle thing. What is that? When was the last time you did that? Think about it. When was the last time you found yourself doing that for some reason? This guy's got his thing on the eye. There's one Beyonce doing this. What, she hit a three-pointer? She's full of shit. They're all full of shit. You want to see role models? Take a look at these people. Maybe they should be role models. Maybe you should think of that. Maybe the people that, when you're in trouble, you don't call LeBron James and you don't call freaking Angelina Jolie. You call these guys. This guy. Very sad story what happened to him last week. We're going to donate to this soon. Check out my Facebook page. I'll share it on there. And we're going to give some money to this guy. Very sad story. Look it up if you don't know. But to end on a positive note, I'm going to give you this. If you don't like what I'm saying, go to Chaz. Go to Chaz if you don't like it. Rapper Raz Simone accused of being the warlord. They've got their own warlord here. What? They've got a warlord. I'm going to leave you with this image before I go. The Lord Humongous. All right, guys, that's it for the show. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it. Facebook, Twitter, check me out there. That's it for the week. I'll see you next week. Goodbye.